Hello you beautiful people, my name is WebSlanga and welcome back to another Marvel Rivals video. In today's video we are going to be going over a simple yet effective guide for Luna Snow, as I've just hit Grandmaster playing majority Luna Snow. To get through Plat I did play a lot of Psylocke, but I kind of found my home once I found that my DPS could kind of do a little bit more and I didn't have to hard carry games. So let's go ahead and get into it. Starting off with our Luna Snow guide, we're going to be taking a look at her abilities, attacks, and team-ups. You won't really get too many of the team-ups. You may get Namor or Jeff, but you probably won't get Iron Fist as you climb more. Iron Fist isn't too great, and a lot of people don't play him. When they do, they kind of switch off sometimes if they're doing a little bit underwhelming. However, with Luna's left click, what she does is she fires ice shots that damage enemies or heal allies. So it'll look something like this. Or this. Now Luna is hit scan, so your attacks are going to go exactly where you point them at. It's not like Mantis where you kind of got to lead your shots or things like that. She's hit scan, so you can always just auto what you want to heal. It's the easiest to maintain. She's got a pretty large clip. I mean, she gets 30 bullets or 30 attacks, frost nails, whatever you want to call them, per clip. So that's a lot, and you can also do a couple of cool things with it. Now we're going to get into the team up ability here for Luna Snow. This one here is going to be with Iron Fist, the one that I said you won't see too much, but it is pretty useful nonetheless. So what it does is it kind of gives you an AoE burst around yourself. Doesn't do much damage, but it does decent amount of damage. It can get a little squishy off of you if you auto them a couple times. Yeah, it has a couple of uses. It also knocks them back and it slows them, so that's also pretty useful there. But it also heals your allies, so you get an AoE heal. This is pretty good. It's pretty slept on. You just don't see it much because the odds of you having Luna and Iron Fist is pretty low. You'll have a lot of Lunas, but not a lot of Iron Fist. But that would be this ability. And she also allows Namor and Jeff to have icy effects to their abilities. Like Namor's turrets were slow, and Jeff's will apply frost as well and slow. But this here is her AoE heal that she gets with Namor. Moving on to Luna Snow's abilities, we've got here for her first one, Ice Arts. Fire ice shards for a short duration, damaging enemies or healing allies while restoring her own health. This here is going to be this. This is also hit scan. It's very hefty of a heal. It goes through your team and it hits everything in its path. Even autos to like the enemy, you'll hit them with it. You don't want to just be spamming this. You want to use it whenever your tanks fall maybe half or even close. If you're holding a choke, if you want to keep your team super healthy, that's the move you're going to want to do. This is probably the best healing ability in the game, and it's not too hard to do. It also doesn't take into account your current ammo. So if I were to, let's say we turn off ability cooldown, so now our stuff is going down. We're gonna use it. This gives us infinite ammo, so we don't even have to worry about reloading. And then it instantly reloads for you, so you don't have to go into the animation of reloading. I'm sure a lot of people don't know this or just haven't noticed it when they're playing her. But yeah, it pretty much just resets your auto. It's a free reload without having to be cast. You gotta do that instead. This is really good for tracking flyers if you need to, but you're really going to want to hit your teammate with heals off of that ability.
There they are.
Next ability we've got here, Share the Stage. Attach Idle Aura to an ally. Allies with Idle Aura also restore health when Luna Snow is healing others. So let's say you've got an Iron Man on your team. That's Iron Man with the snowflake. He will always get healed as long as I am healing something. And if I switch it, let's say I switch it to him, and I'm healing this person, now he will get that. This ability is really good. I see a lot of Luna players just keeping it on their tanks. It's okay to have on your tanks in some situations, but for the most part, your tanks are who you're looking at always. So you're not going to want to have a snowflake on somebody you're looking at, and you're wasting your heals. Whereas if I have it on my Iron Man, let's say that's my Iron Man, and he's flying around, I can keep my tanks up just by using my regular abilities. All while I'm doing this, my Iron Man is going to stay alive. And I don't have to worry about looking over in the air and trying to hit him while he's dodging me as well. He's always going to get those heals. It's a really good ability there. Very good ability. If Luna players start using this one here a lot better, then it'd be a clear gap between. I don't know why that keeps happening. Then it'd be a very obvious gap between all the supports in the game. Next ability we've got here is Absolute Zero. Cast a clump of ice to freeze the hit enemy and restore health. This is pretty simple. It's just a point-and-click stun.
Snowball fight.
Kind of like Mantis's, but Mantis's is AoE and a lot more generous, whereas this one isn't. You've got to hit that one. But it's really good. Let's say you're getting flanked by... Why does this happen? Let's say you're getting flanked by... I'm not sure. Black Panther. You can just turn around and freeze him. Simple enough. My favorite use of that there, it's a little niche, but it's my favorite use nonetheless, is for Thor ult. When Thor casts ult, he's in the air for a pretty long time, just up there hanging out. You can easily just auto while you're healing your tanks, and while Thor's up there, you can freeze him, and it's going to put him on cooldown, making him a little useless for that fight. So it's a really good ability for things like that. You can also catch like the Agamotto ult from Doctor Strange. You can catch him in the middle of his sentence. You can catch things like Penny and put them on cooldown. It's a really good ability. It's not better than Mantis's Sleep, I wouldn't say. But it is still good nonetheless. They kind of have two separate purposes. Luna's kind of more attack, while Mantis's, what is that? Mantis's is going to be a little bit more defensive. She's usually using hers to get people off of her or her backline in general.
Wow, 4 in a row.
Next ability we have, well, we have no more abilities. The passive that we have here is going to be Smooth Skate and Cryo Heart. For Smooth Skate, keep moving forward to start ice skating and enable higher jumps. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You can use this to get onto some points on a lot of maps if it's a little bit higher in some spots. You can kind of jump on top of things. Couldn't get on top of that one, but you get the idea. It's a pretty long jump, and a lot of things in the game aren't going to be higher than this. A little bit lower and you can get up this, but once you land, as long as you're still moving, you keep your momentum. So that's pretty good. It's kind of similar to Lucio, but it's not quite Lucio. Lucio can, you know, jump on the walls and all dance around and stuff, which is cool. But it's kind of close to Lucio, not quite. If you do like Lucio, you probably would like this character, because what I'm going to get into next is going to be her ultimate. But first, with Cryo Heart, you automatically restore health when you're casting Ice Arts or Absolute Zero. So whenever you're casting this or your Ice Arts ability, you will always be able to self-heal yourself. That's really useful because you can find yourself in a lot of situations, if you're not near the other healer, not getting any heals. So the fact that she has that makes it really good. And then her last and final ability is going to be her ult.
I am ready to put on a show.
With Luna Snow's ult, you are able to heal. It's kind of like Transcendence from Zenyatta for my Overwatch players there. She has a heal form, but it's also like Lucio, where she can switch it, but it's not the speed, it's the damage. Now, this ability here is amazing. It's probably what drew me to the character so much, was just that ability. You, however, if you're a Luna Snow player, you need to be using this ability with it on Scroll Wheel. If you place this ability on Scroll Wheel, let's go ahead and change to Luna Snow. We've got Scroll Wheel up and Scroll Wheel down for her ultimate ability. You are able to cast her ult and switch simultaneously. between both heal and damage. Now, a lot of Luna Snow players, they'll just stay on heal mode because they're not using this tech here. But once they get a whiff of this video or any other Luna Snow guide, I hope they all have them as well, they will learn the tech. So you can give your team health as well as damage boost. I wish you wouldn't have died there. Maybe should have healed you, but it's okay. We're gonna heal you. So let's get our ult first, ultimate charge, and let's cast.
I am ready to
It looks
put on
something
a
like
show.
this. Now, all in this sense, it's giving out the equal amount of heals and an equal amount of damage boosting, meaning you are pretty much Mantis but Luna Snow. It's very useful. If more Luna Snow players use that, they would be better
Another
off.
hit for Luna Snow.
And let's go ahead and do that
Double
one
kill.
more time.
There they are.
You're gonna want to cast your R
I am
and
ready
just
to
scroll
put
up
on
and
a
down,
show.
up and down, up and down. It's pretty simple.
That
It's
one
not really
hurt.
too hard at all, but it's super effective. It's really good. And with Luna Snow, if you're healing properly, you're gonna be getting your ult so much.
A nice deep
That's gonna be
freeze.
the difference maker between fights. You're gonna be dishing out heals
put you on
while
ice.
also dishing out damage
Double
boost.
kill.
If you liked
That's
this
three.
video, if you've liked any of my previous videos,
Wow,
feel free
4
to
in a
leave
row.
a like, comment, or subscribe. I'll definitely be dropping more Marvel's Rivals videos in the near future.
A
I
nice
am
deep
loving
freeze.
this game, and as a Grandmaster player, I don't see
Double
myself
kill.
slowing down anytime soon.
That's
That was
3.
it for this video, you guys. It's your boy Webslanger, and we out. Peace.
Act like an angel and dress like crazy.